How do you capture user input? Well, stick around and I'll show you. So now we're going to try some user input, and actually Scrimba doesn't support the input box properly. So you won't see it in the screencast. I mean, I see it on my computer when I run this, and you'll see it if you test the code on your computer, but you can't see it in the screencast. So you'll see me writing something, and then something will pop up in the console at the bottom, but you won't actually see the data that I input into the box. The way you can see it is just to pause or stop and try the code yourself just after or before I do, and then you'll get the same result and you'll see the pop-up box. Fortunately, not my fault. I'm sure Scrimba will handle it at some point when they start supporting Python properly, but they don't, so we can't really complain either. So here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask our user for their name. So we create a variable, name gets, and then we type input, then we'll type something. Let's try, what is your name? Question mark. There we go. Maybe a colon as well. Now when I run this, I'm going to get an input box where I can input my name, which you won't see. And then it will print name. Let's see how that works. So I now see a box and I'm typing a name. Let's pretend that my name is Eric. There we go. Eric is now typed out. But that's not fun enough. So let's do something with that name. Let's add something to it, like hello. So now we've added hello and the name. And let's add exclamation point at the end. There we go. And we'll run that. So again, type the name. Hello, Eric. Awesome. So now what else can we do? Well, let's add some more information. Let's ask for their age. So age gets input. What is your age? And they give us some kind of answer. And then we will add that here. So hello, Eric, and then we'll write some more. You are plus, and then we'll add our age, and then we'll add more text, years old, period. And we want a space here as well. So let's try that. I'm running it. I get a box, ask for my name, Eric, and it asks my age. What's your age? Let's say I'm 37, not, but let's pretend. So it says, hello, Eric, you are 37 years old. Awesome, right? So this is one way to get some input. Now let's try and build something more interesting. Let's try and build a calculator. See how that works. So in a calculator, we want to ask for a number. So we have number 1, and we'll ask the user for a number. So input, and we will say enter a digit. There we go. And then we want another number. So num2 gets input, enter a second number. And then we'll do something with those numbers. We'll add them together. So we'll say answer gets num1 plus num2. And then we will print the answer. Print answer. What happens if we run this, do you think? Well, actually, it's not going to work. And do you know why? Well, we're entering a digit up here, and it's going to be a string. And we're entering a digit here, which is going to be another string. So we need to convert these to some kind of number. So let's typecast them into a float. That looks a lot better. So let's try and run that. So it's asking me for a digit. Let's say 4, and then another one, 12. The answer is 16.0. Wonderful. So that's a way to get some user input, and see you next time.